Hey, everybody, how are you? How is everybody doing? Yes, I am going on live. I've not been on live for quite a while now. And I said, I'm going to make my return back into people on your Facebook page and on your phones and your tablets. And I said, well, hey, you know what? I need to get back to this and connect with people and, really kind of answer some questions that I've really had a lot of people come to me and start to kind of like, hey, what's going on? So, hey, Mark, how are you? Hey, Lisa, I got your email today. Yes, we're going to make certain that we do lunch very soon. So I'm gonna wait just a few more minutes. Just want a few more people to get in. If you can, I would love it if you could share this, invite people, so that people can also join in. I am looking forward to ask anybody who has questions about business. They got something going on right now. I would love to also take this time to answer anything. Hey, James, how are you? Hi. Hey, how are you? So, look, what I've been noticing is that a lot of people are like, hey, Nicole, we miss you getting on Facebook Live. We miss seeing you cooking. I was like, wow, I didn't know it was, a thing. So I am getting back into the swing of things and getting whatever questions. A lot of people were connecting with me and saying, hey, you know what? We have so many questions. You were just talking about so much fantastic information. And then what happened? So, I wanted to make certain that I got back in and, connected back with you. So I'm setting myself a timer because I know I can just go on and on and on. Hey, Scott, how are you? Okay, so look, I'm going to get started. Look, I wanted to talk about boosting your CEO spirit, really boosting how you're feeling, what's really going on. How do you boost how you feel? A lot of times you kind of start to feel a little drag, a little, feeling some kind of way. Hey, thanks. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing. You kind of just feel a little drag, especially during the holiday times and the end of the year, tax, we're trying to get our stuff together to, have our taxes set up properly and everything. So you kind of feel a little drag-ish and feel like, oh my goodness, will this year end, please? So I kind of want to just talk to you so that you don't feel that way during this time and you can ensure going into the new year, you will feel fantastic. Hey, Lenny, how are you? Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. I would love for you to share and invite friends so that they can also tune in. And, if you got some questions, go ahead and put them in the, in the comment box. And I have it all right here. So I'm going to go right into answering whatever questions that you have and go from there. Okay. So look, what I am also planning to do is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to start to do these lives. So even if you're like, okay, well, maybe I don't have a question now, you can always email me with any questions or concerns or anything. And I would love to connect with you and respond. My email is nicole.lifelineconsulting@gmail.com. So I'm going to put it in the comments. Um, let's see. I'm going to get that right into the comment so that you have my email. So if you have any questions, after the broadcast, that you can connect with me. Um, and, let's go from there. So look, I want you to know, I've just, again, been getting a lot of people asking me about, well, how do you get, more done in less time? How do you, get back into eating healthy? How do you be so productive? How are you balancing family and, being a CEO and everything else. How do you do this? And so these are the tips and these are the discussions at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So again, make certain that you have any comments, you have any, thing you want to talk about. Let's go ahead and, make that every Wednesday date. So, you already know how to connect with me, Dr. Nicole S. Farmer or Dr. Nicole Farmer on all social media platforms. And again, we have Grand Innovation. We're there for you, helping you start and grow your businesses and getting you all together. So, but look, I want to talk to you about something. How do you truly boost your entrepreneurial spirit? How do you boost yourself, especially during this season, during this time? How do you get your mind focused and what is necessary in order to take you to that next level? And the one thing that I would suggest is, well, I should ask you the question, what are you reading? What books do you have on your side of your bed? What books are you into right now? Because that is what is going to boost you first and foremost. So some things that I think that you should read. There's one book called The Blue Ocean. And it is fantastic to read. And it's really discussing where you are currently, if you're feeling as though that, there's a whole bunch of competitors, or maybe even if you have not necessarily took the plunge into owning your own business and you are, into your 9 to 5, there is that book still help you to identify how to pinpoint who you are and what you're doing and how to completely blast out of the norm of what other people are doing and looking at yourself as a leader, a thought-provoking leader, and taking you to that next level. So when you're thinking about a blue ocean, you're creating a different ocean. If you feel as though that you are, like almost like a triathlon, how you see that picture of thousands of people in the ocean, they're swimming all together. And it's like you can't even see the ocean. All you see is people. That might be how you feel on your job or in your business. Then it's time for you to create a different strategy. And that blue ocean strategy, that book helps you with that. So, again, what are you reading? The $100 Startup. That's another great book. Chris wrote this book, and it really maps out what entrepreneurs need to do in order to transform the person that they are, and really push forward wherever that their passion lies. And you can do it with just $100. So right there, you see that there's no excuse. Hey, I have a book, The 9 Power Principles of growth, of entrepreneurship. Dr. Nicole Farmer. You can go right onto my website, drnicolefarmer.com. You can get that book. It will help you. I also have scriptures in there that just will help you take just who you are, what you're doing in your business to that next level. This is another one, and I said that this is a book that I'm going to read. It's called The Introvert Entrepreneur, because that's how I kind of feel about myself. It's by Beth Blulow. And on there, it says, as I was reading through Amazon, it was saying that this book will help you learn how to tap into your best personality traits with the help of a mentor who speaks your language. So she, in a sense, in this book, she guides you through how you can take your personality, even if you're an introvert, and really change that and use that for your benefit in starting and growing your business. And she has, step-by-step actionable advice to help you reach your dream. So that's another great book. So again, what are you reading? You have to make certain that you expand your mind. You have to make certain that you are ensuring that you're going to relevant websites, you're reading different articles, and it's just not about business. but really start to, help you understand and learn that there's so much more, and you have to make certain that you're always in joy, and in peace when in your business. Things may get tough, true enough, I got that, but you have to stay level headed. Look, I'm learning that right now. You can't allow things that are going on in your business dictate your personality, how you feel, what's going on. You're only happy when, or you're sad because of. You need to make certain that you are always level headed, that you are always in control of your emotion, regardless of what's happening in or around the business. Another thing that I want you to think about is taking an online course. There's so many different online courses. I was actually looking around myself, and really seeing, okay, well, there's different courses that are teaching not just about business, but even just, productivity tips, and, how to, do new marketing strategies and things of that nature. So why don't you search? There's a lot of different online classes for free at a lot of colleges. I know Harvard has some fantastic business classes, and they're free. So start to put those things in your schedule so that you can connect and you can feel very, just feel very confident in what you're doing next. So, another thing that I want you to think about is getting clarity. What do you want your business to achieve? I know for myself, when I'm not clear, I don't make the best decisions, and that's just being transparent. I know that when I'm not very clear, or I'm allowing my emotions to run, or I feel as though that I'm paying attention to one aspect of my business versus not looking at the complete picture and not looking at exactly what I'm trying to achieve, I go off. I'm off I'm off in a beaten path. I'm off the beaten path. I'm going way out in the woods. I'm somewhere else. So you have to be clear. You have to get clarity. You have to make certain that you understand what you're trying to achieve in your business, what is the heart of what you're doing. And if you see that yourself going to the left, you have to make certain to bring yourself back with exactly what the goals are. Who do you plan to, to serve in the business? Because a lot of times when we take our eyes off of the customer and we put our eyes on the money, on, the team, on X, Y, or Z, then you get out of line. So put your eyes back on the client, on the customer, and make certain that you really are passionate about the business. Now, see, a lot of times people start a business because they saw Sally Sue do this business, and she's doing this and she's doing that. Well, are you really passionate? Is this something that you really wanted to do? So then if you feel as though that you're not clear, you don't really have clarity, you really are, super stressed, you're really going through something, go back to, is this really what I want to do? Is this the aspect of business that I really wanted to do? And be honest with yourself. Understand what you like and what you don't like. And if those things that you don't like, if you can hire somebody, do that. But if you see that there's a lot of things about your company that you absolutely don't like, then it's time for you to look at another business. And it's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. But until you get clarity, you're going to be all over the place, and you're going to continue to feel the burden on your shoulders. Now, this is another thing. This is another one of my tips that I love to really go into. A lot of people, they don't act on the decisions that they need to make. They don't, they allow people's opinions, they to really cloud their judgment. They don't have what they really desire what the goals are for the business, what they're trying to achieve with the business. And it's just not clear. And if it is clear, then they procrastinate on it. So I'm here to tell you now, my next tip is just do it. Okay, you have to just do it. You don't know if the water is cold or warm until you put your big toe in the water. But I can sit on the sidelines and talk about, XYZ is happening. But until I get on the court and play the game, I don't have nothing to say. So you have to get on the court and you have to play, period. So if you've been all this year been talking about, okay, I'm going to start my business, or yes, I'm going to take my business to the next level, it's time to get on the court and it's time to play. You cannot make decisions. You cannot make decisions in the stands. When we look at, different football and basketball games, and we hear people in the stands and they're having all these discussions on, oh yeah, LeBron, he should have did this, or such and such, he should have did that. But you're not on the court. You're not playing the game. So who are you? So it's not, you cannot do this thing called business, CEO life, the entrepreneurial life. You cannot do this until you get out of the stands and get on the court. Now, look, I want to talk to a few other people who may not say, you know what, Nicole, I know that you about, the CEO life. I get this, but, I love my job. But guess what? Are you taking your position to that next level? Are you going hard? Are you trying to get this promotion, or are you just sitting there? Are you on the sidelines just talking? It's time to play the game. You got to get up. You got to get started. You got to move forward. And in moving forward, you got to think about this. If I move forward, you think like, oh, I got so much to do. Oh my goodness, there's so many different things that for me to do. But let me say this. If you just do 3 tasks, let's not even take 3 tasks. 1 task that points you towards your goal, that moves you even closer to achieving that goal. You just completed 365 tasks by the end of the year. Now, you telling me after doing 365 tasks, you're not going to at least achieve 1 goal, if not 5 goals? It's about understanding what tasks are necessary in order for you to get to the goal that you are trying to obtain. But you have to start. You have to get off the sidelines. You have to stop talking junk in the stands and become a player and get on the court. Period and point blank. Okay? So that's that. So look. I know that I've kind of been getting into things. I really appreciate you being on. If you could just share it one more time, invite some people so we can get people in. I really want them to know here I am. I'm here to help them. If you have any questions, make certain that you can put them right there in the comment box. I'm putting my email up finally. It just took me a minute, but my email is going up. So you have my email. If you have some other questions, later, after the broadcast that you want to ask me, I would love to answer those. Okay. Now, another tip for mine, and this is something I'm working on even right now for myself. You have to be inspired and you have to be motivated. You have to have the right idea. The right attitude. Regardless of what's going on, you have to have the right attitude in order to achieve a success. You have to move past any barriers. And look, there are some tough decisions that we all have to make. We got to make them. But in making them, and you know how you kind of feel some kind of way, you kind of like you going through, you feel like the weight of everything is on your shoulders. What good is that going to do for you to constantly feel that way? You have to, again, stay clear on your goals. You have to understand and keep yourself constantly inspired. So look, something that I do right now is this guy. His name is called Evan Carmichael, I think it is. Let me see. I can look it up really fast. Um, so you can sign up on his Facebook, or yeah, Carmichael is his name, Evan Carmichael. You can sign up on his for his every day. He will send you a video through YouTube, just to inspire you, just to encourage you. And then what he has done is he has taken compilations of some of the greatest people in this world and some of their top 10 tips. And he will constantly flood your email with these videos. Look, I start my day. I read my word. I read my Bible every morning. And then after I read my Bible, I go and click on an Evan Carmichael video. And I let that play as I'm getting ready. Or I let that play as I'm in the car. While I'm driving, I'm hearing the top 10 tips of success that Oprah Winfrey feels. The top 10 means of inspiration that, such and such we use. Any person that you may look up to, believe me, he has done a video on them, if not several, and he has been fantastic for me. He will send little bite-sized videos about confidence every day for 274 days. I mean, it's fantastic. So you got to look him up. I'm going to put that information in the comment bar. But you got to connect with someone that you can listen to, that you can feel, uplifted, that can inspire you so that you can go to your next level of greatness. You're not going to do it alone. We all need somebody. So pick somebody. Hey, I'm here. Okay. Connect with me on my email, on any of my social media, and I will connect with you and I will be your cheerleader. Okay. To let you know you can do this. You can get this done. Everybody needs somebody. Okay. But it's just about saying, hey, you know what? I need somebody, and let me go ahead and connect so that I can boost, and be inspired and be motivated. Now, look, here's some other tips for you to be inspired that I have. Instead of doing the same things the same way as everyone else, have fun and find ways to disrupt your industry. Say things differently, do things differently. It's okay to be different. A lot of times people say, well, you know what, I'm trying to be like, or I want to be, such and such does this. You got to do things your way. And the more and more that you accept how you do things, the more and more you're going to feel motivated because you're being you, you're being your genuine self. That's something that I've even had to learn for myself. I can't be like, Kelly, I forget her name, her last name. She has the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Yeah, she's great. But you know what? That's not me. I'm not her. And that's cool. I'm not like my competition. That's okay. I'm me. And I love me for who I am. And I'm accepting who I am the way that, all my quirkiness and my silliness and, my husband will tell me how, I'll just break out into a song. That's me. And I'm okay with it. And that's how you can create that difference even in your business. So here's another tip. Remember, it's not about you. Whenever you feel frustrated or stuck, it's because you're concentrating on you instead of the outcome for your clients or your customers to receive by working with you. See, a lot of times we sit there and we're more concerned with things about ourselves, yet in all actuality, what we really need to be focusing on is our client. Okay, look, I'm a culprit on this. I took my eyes off of my clients and it was like it was a sinking ship. Okay. And as soon as I went back to, dealing with clients, talking to people, doing things, and not worrying about whatever else is going on, that thing resolved itself. I stayed focused on my client, and it just made me feel better. It just motivated me, it encouraged me, it enlightened me. It was like fire, that came back, that it went away, right? And I know that you probably feel the same way too. So these are ways for you to get back to you. Okay. Stay motivated by referring back to old goals that were set before launching your business. Look back on your goals that will allow you to see how much you've accomplished and that everything that you have done and will continue to do for your business is not in vain. Okay. So you had the vision boards. Okay. You've had the journals and the books that you've written in the past. Go back through that. Look to see what you have accomplished. Because guess what? You did that thing, okay? You started this. You got the promotion on your job. You opened the bakery. You have done these things, okay? You've done it. Look back on it so that you can say, oh, wow, I did do this. Oh, wow, I did accomplish this. Oh, yeah, I remember when I didn't think I could do that. And I did do this, right? Look back on that. That's going to motivate you. That's going to encourage you and get you out of that rut. A lot of times I go back into my past journals, into some of my notebooks, and I get to see, oh, wow, look at all these things that I've accomplished. Look at all these people. The team and I, we just completed a report over the past couple of years, right? And we were like, oh, yeah, we did touch these people. Oh, yeah, we did help that person. Oh, yeah, remember that? Yeah, that event, we did do that. Oh, my goodness. And it just gave us a fire like, oh, wow. Because guess what? You are going to forget. You're not going to remember everything that you've done. But when you start to reminisce, it's going to make you feel some kind of way. So then here's my next tip for you. Faith. I know that's that other F word that sometimes folks don't like. But faith, it is one simple word that has power to change the perspective on any situation. Okay. As a business owner, it can be very difficult to stay motivated, right? When your finances don't quite add up, when business is more than what you have your staff for, your personal issues begin to weigh on you, you will need faith. Okay, you will need that voice inside your head telling you that everything is happening the way that it's supposed to be, and that all things are happening, will all work together for your good. Okay, now it is so funny because I was talking to Dr. Grace. You have to connect with her. Let me see if I could tag her. Dr. Grace, she had me rolling the other day. She's like, girl, you know what? We got these phones and, we're using them for all these other things. But what we're not doing is using them to encourage us. And she had this thing. She had this thing that made me think like, wow. She was like, Nicole, why don't you use your reminders and set reminders that will alarm through the day with different scriptures, with different quotes, with encouraging messages, and allow that to alarm through the day and allow yourself to click on there, read it to yourself, read it out loud, because it's going to change your energy. It's going to change how you are going to go about the day, And I was like, wow. So I just started a couple of days ago. I completely feel a difference. I have all of these things scheduled. As soon as I also see something that kind of makes me feel good, it motivates me, I put it right there in the reminders. I set it for a time that it will alarm every day, and I sit there and I read them. So when it alarms, I stop. I also have my watch. It comes across my watch as well, that I can just stop. I can look, I can read it and go ahead and push dismiss because I've completed that particular reading. at that time. It has tremendously boosted my energy. It has made me feel so fantastic. It's given me a different attitude. It has allowed me to say, you know what? I am a winner. I win at everything. It won't stop until I win. Okay. Let me see. I can read some more things off to you that I have. Um, it is well. Our at our ministry, actually, Dr. Beverly Jackson, she had ministered. It is well. A lot of times we think of things that are happening and it's absolutely horrific, but in all actuality, it's about how we speak to that situation. And if we speak that negativity, then that's what it is. But when we come back and speak on it, that it is well, is well. So I have that. I say it's not over until I win. God has given me unbelievable and outrageous ability in every area of my life. Um, God wants me to succeed, and I trust Him. God gives me the power and ability to acquire wealth. I believe I'm coming out. It says, stop seeing things and situations only as they are and start imagining them as they could be. I'm worthy of the blessing. And it's just, I have so many more. I have so many more. But thank you, Dr. Grace. I got to give her a shout out. That was fantastic. I'm actually going to bring her on. She doesn't know that yet, but I'm going to bring her on one of our Wednesday broadcasts so that me and her can talk about how health, wellness, both in our body physically, but also mentally, has to be aligned in a proper way in order for you to be successful. Because we're not just successful financially in our business, on our jobs, but it's also about being successful in our health, in our body. So thank you, Dr. Grace. I hope she's tuned in. She really helped me on that. And so my next point is ask for help. I called Dr. Grace. I said, girl, I need some help. And she was like, okay, girl, I got you. So you better ask for some help and don't feel any kind of way about asking for help. Okay. You have to ask for some help. You got to surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. Sometimes this journey can be lonely. So you have to find people both online, but also offline that can cheer you up, that can help you along the way and can also answer any difficult questions that you may have. Look, like I said before, I will be your cheerleader. I will be that person to help push you along, and at least join us every Wednesday at 7:00. Because this is what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be very transparent. I've been kind of going through some stuff, and I'm going to tell you what I've been doing in order to get some of this ickiness, this thinking away from me. And I want you, because if I'm going through it, I know you must be going through it. Okay. So I wanted to share some of this stuff with you. So also one more tip, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Okay. One more tip is be committed. Ooh, I know you committed, but I'm talking about 100%. I'm talking about 100,000%. Okay. I mean, we have to be committed to this thing. Your business, your customers are depending on you. Your clients are depending on you. Okay. So you have to be committed. If you are working your 9 to 5, you have to be committed because there's people there depending on you in order for them to receive what they need in life. Okay. So that does not mean working every waking hour. But what I want you to understand is about having the discipline and the focus to do what you need to do in order to succeed. Look, I know this thing is a little difficult. We're at the end of the year. a lot of emotions, a lot of things, are kind of there, but we have to keep committed to what our goals are, and at least for ourselves, because we deserve it, right? We deserve it. So, look, um, I want you to just understand you're not by yourself. Okay, this end of the year, you kind of feel some kind of way, but I just wanted to come and share ways to just boost you, boost your spirit, take you to the next level. Okay, and just know you're not alone. Okay, now look, I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I have a special time Sunday. I'm going to connect with you because I had so many people asking, well, what about your cooking show? What about you getting on cooking? So I'm going to do cooking, and we're going to kind of just talk and kick it a little bit. And I'm going to share with you another recipe on, cooking fast, cooking fantastic, cooking healthy, but being able to feed the family while doing everything that you're doing. So that will be Sunday. There's a post swimming somewhere out there in Facebook land, telling you what time and everything. But as you know, look, you'll be able to connect with me any kind of way. My email is up there. Also, on all social media networks, you can connect with me, Dr. Nicole Farmer or Dr. Nicole S. Farmer, depending on. And I just appreciate you joining. Okay, look, I wanted just to share a little bit with you. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. So I'm back every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Okay. And then we'll also kind of share some other times with you as they can come up. Okay. So look, I'm going to go ahead and head out. But I want you to know, if you have any questions, you like this, I want you to share it. I want you to, share it, inbox this to other people, let them know, hey, here's some good things. You're not alone, because I want you to know you are not alone. A lot of folk is going through some stuff, but it's okay because we all are coming out. Okay. So until next time, I will see you later. Peace.